NFL on EA Sports.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Well, the Denver offense ready to take over for the first time. We get a look at their 8th-year quarterback. His first season as a Bronco, though, Teddy Bridgewater.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. Bridgewater on first down. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Gordon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. On 2nd and 12, Bridgewater over the middle, and it's incomplete. And, Charles, we get a look here at the key inactives, and I tell you what, a big list for being this early in the season.
If there's any silver lining at all, you're hoping you can get these guys back, and now you'll play well down the stretch with them. But what you're also hoping is that the guys who have to play for them, the next man up mentality kicks in, and those guys take care of business.
They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The Jets about set to go on offense, led by their rookie quarterback for 2021, the 2nd overall pick, Zach Wilson out of BYU.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception, didn't have a touchdown to offset it, but the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Well, look at the numbers for Coleman in last week's game. 20 carries, 85 yards, and a touchdown.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Charles, will take a look there at the draft class for the New York Jets. Robert Saleh, the new head coach, he's got his quarterback as they took Zach Wilson, number 2, and moved Sam Darnold down to Carolina.
And we might end up saying that Elijah Moore out of Ole Miss, taken at number 34, could go down as one of the steals in the draft. The wide receiver is drawing rave reviews as far back as the OTAs. And one other one that we should note, how about how they manipulated the draft? Traded at number 14 to take the guard Elijah Vera Tucker out of USC to protect Zach Wilson.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The numbers a week ago for Melvin Gordon. 21 carries, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space, because the defense will key on him.
On third down, Bridgewater.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Bridgewater finding Jeudy there for the Bronco first. Now Gordon on first down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a jet shaking up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Bridgewater now. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, their 1st drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. There's Wilson. Caught here by Griffin. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
This defense for the Broncos, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first. Now Wilson. And he finds Tyler Croft. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
So the completion there from Zach Wilson, rookie out of BYU. Charles, what do you think they have to be on the lookout for defensively here, trying to slow him down?
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. So that'll back him up 5.
Still third down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. It's caught inside the 25. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A full 40 yards that time on 3rd down as the chains move with a lot of room to spare. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Someone's looking fresh in this.